Recently, you might have seen news stories about a massive meteor explosion over Russia. It came on the same day that an asteroid passed really close to Earth. So what's the difference between meteors, asteroids and even things like comets? Sarah looks into it.
Here on planet Earth, things are pretty comfortable. There's water and oxygen. It's not too hot and not too cold. Perfect for living and breathing and building cities and having picnics. But every so often, we Earthlings get a reminder that ours isn't the only rock in the solar system. In Russia's Ural Mountains, this fireball came out of the blue. Literally. A meteor streaked through the atmosphere and exploded above the city of Chelyabinsk. The force was 20 times bigger than an atomic bomb. But because it was so high in the air, the effects on the ground weren't as devastating. Still, the shockwave blew out windows, damaged buildings, and injured more than 1,000 people. The same day, astronomers watched an asteroid half the size of a football field make its way safely but closely past the Earth. The two events weren't connected, but they did get a lot of people thinking about what's going on outside of our planet. The solar system isn't just populated by planets whizzing around the sun. There are also chunks of dust, rock and ice out there, the leftovers from the process that formed the planets billions of years ago. We call them asteroids, meteoroids and comets. But have you ever wondered what they are and which is which? Comets are chunks of ice and dust which come from the cold outer parts of the solar system. When they get closer to the sun, they melt and give off gas that we see as a spectacular glowing trail. Asteroids are usually made of rock or metal. Tens of thousands of them lie in the area called the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, but some travel closer to Earth. Meteoroids are smaller chunks of asteroids, and millions of them enter the Earth's atmosphere every day. When they do, we call them meteors. If you've ever been out at night and seen a shooting star, that's a meteor. Most of them burn up pretty quickly as they enter the atmosphere. The meteor which fell over Russia was bigger than most, and because of the way it was made up, it exploded as it hit the thicker air. That has happened in Russia before. In 1908, scientists believe a massive meteor exploded above a place called Tunguska. Nothing hit the ground, but the force knocked down kilometres of trees. When a meteor does hit the ground, we call it a meteorite. Meteorites like this are really valuable. They let scientists study what was going on in the solar system billions of years ago. Plus, being able to touch a piece of metal from space is pretty cool. Major collisions with the Earth are pretty rare, but they do happen. Many scientists believe that's one reason why the dinosaurs became extinct 66 million years ago. So could that happen again? Well, probably not in our lifetime. Astronomers spend a lot of time studying comets and asteroids and figuring out where they're headed, even sending robotic spacecraft to study them up close. Some have even thought of different ways to protect the planet if one did get too close for comfort. In the meantime, these amazing space rocks have a lot to teach us about the ancient history of our solar system.